Guys, so today I am in the original EverQuest game, and we're going to take a look around at the Kerran village cities so you can kind of see what the Kerrans were like in the original game. It's a good opportunity to kind of illustrate how cool first person is in this game. I'm going to have a little bit of control issues here because my push to talk is on my keybind here on my mouse, and it's kind of messing things up. But well, not so much the controls, but the perspective that we have talked about in the forums. So we'll start off by miming the old Taxula port. Many of my fellow druids will certainly be able to relate to the joys of being able to port around in this great game. Maybe even some of the wizards too. And as soon as I learned the alphabet, yes, I went through and painstakingly reorganized my whole book. When you come back to this game and your spell book is all out of order, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine people that get the heroic and get their 85 character immediately. Oh my gosh, the spell book. Yeah, I guess my OCD would kick in. I would have to organize my spell book. So if you guys want to see it, you can see I kind of have it organized in the way that I would play it. Now, it's been a while since I've actually played this game. And off we go to Tox. And off we go to Tox Forest. This is where the Erudites started, in the correct pronunciation of the term, I believe. Although we call them Erudites or erudites, I guess for the sake of novelty of the game, pronouncing it differently. All right, so now we're in Tox Forest. And for all you guys that were either erudites yourselves or humans, this area was very dark. I mean, when you were here, it was pitch black. And a buddy of mine who came over and created a character on my account to kind of experiment with the game to see if he wanted to play it back in 1999, created a erudite. And he fished at night because you literally could not see a darn thing. Okay, so here's the old map here. I'm the little green figure, pointy arrow here. I thought I had downloaded the newer maps, but apparently not. And what we want to do is we want to come over here to Kerra Island. If you guys are current players and know this is not Kerra Island, I just embarrassed myself, but I believe this is Kerra Island. There is a new zone where there is some additional Kerrans. I'll have to check that out. A buddy of mine just told me that there was. So we're going to head this way and see if this is actually Kerra Island. Notice how smooth the movement is. I just love how smooth. The perspective in this game is just, to me, extraordinary. And it's so hard to reproduce it when I play other games, maybe with the exception of PlanetSide 2. But just how smooth this game plays. I never felt that it was this smooth in EQ2. It just, the perspective always felt like it was off. Okay, so we made it here to Kerra Isle, and having to compensate for the using the push to talk here. Okay, so another thing I wanted to do too is I wanted to con the Kerrans, even though they're gray, just to make sure. I don't think I killed any of them. I know I hunted in here a lot, but let's do an old con for all of us old school players. As you can see on the screen, I've already done it earlier. I cheated, and they are dubious. So here's the entrance to the Kerran village area, and evil races would hunt the Kerrans for experience. I see they changed the model colors. You may have noticed that I am running with the original character model. Oh, sorry, having camera issues here. Let's see if I can get. There we go. And see, I'm running with the original Kerran. I'm running with the original models. Yes, I'm not re-editing or editing any of this. This is just total free flow, having fun, just shooting it with you guys and just having a great Sunday. So anyway, it looks like they changed the Kerran models in EQ here because they don't look like the original. So anyway, the evil races would come in here and hunt them. So we're just going to take a look at their architecture and stuff. And of course, this zone has been revamped too, so it's a little different. But here's a Kerran bridge. Wow, okay. It's exciting. And another Kerran bridge. All right, so now we're getting to some of the structures that they have here. Let's see if I can remember some of these areas. There's a really cool center part where there's just tigers and stuff. But like, here's like a little hut of some sort. Some stairs, ramps. Kind of get an idea of the architecture. Oh, look! It's a bunch Case. Cool. Let's hail him, see what happens. Uh-oh. Yes, and this is how the quests were in the original game. Of course, now we can click on problem, and we'll get a little chat message here. Oh, yep, I have to forge. All right, so here's a view of the exterior of that particular building. For a second there, I wanted to grapple up on that top, which I can't do. But I did. I admit, I was about to grapple up there. Let me see if I can float up there. All right, so I'm up here on the ridge here, and we're gonna float over there to it. Gotta love the spirit of the wolf, or flight of eagles actually. But all right, so here's kind of a look at this building, and let me get up there on the top. Let's see if we can make it this time. I think hitting the end button pushes me down or disables levitate. There we go. Now we're on top of this building. I don't know. It's, I guess, semi-reminiscent, right, of some of the landmark builds. And over here is some kind of little hut or something or other. I'm not sure what this is. Just like a little quarters area. Beds and whatnot. This has kind of a semi-Kerran lamp that's used in landmark, isn't it, guys? Little chain going on there. Let's run out here. There was like another little hut up here too. There we go. Chairs. Hey, gray face. It was little tigers and whatnot you could hunt. I think we hunted these, the pumas and whatnot. Of course, being a druid, you don't typically want to hunt the animals. Some people are real sensitive to that. It's kind of interesting, but some people wouldn't hunt animals in the game. Although, of course, they're just polygons. Yeah, here's the little pit with the tigers in it that people would hunt and drop down into. Oh, I'm getting attacked. Just a simple little island place where people could come and hunt. Mostly hunt the Kerrans for the evil races anyway, but as a good druid, I never hunted them. I think at one time I actually had decent faction with them as well, to where I could come in here and actually sell and stuff. I mean, your faction was kind of important in this game. You could actually earn faction with even some of the evil races, and those people that actually went through an incredible amount of effort to become friendly with the Ixars, which was just kind of crazy. But here's a look of Kerra Isle. Okay, now we're going to head off and see if we can find that new zone with these other Kerrans in it. So we'll be heading out, and I'll see if I can find it. Yes, it's the entrance to Payneal for all you necromancer types that wanted to play the Erudite race. There you go. That was the entrance. These were the heretics that guarded the area, the skeletons. When you were a lower level player, these guys were really dangerous and would just simply wipe you out. And here's a Nexus Scion here. I guess there was one here, and they also changed the graphics of this too. But here's the Spire, or a Spire from EQ. If you guys didn't know what they look like, of course, we have a really fancy one in Landmark. But if you guys want to just kind of get a look at it, there it is. And using the old models for gameplay. Okay, so here we are in the Kerran village here. And it looks very similar to where we were in the actual Kerran village, or Kerra Isle. Ooh, cool little hammock here. Kind of see their style, carpets, or bamboo style design here. Let's take a look out here from outside. So it's a cool little basket here. And some, I don't know, some kind of fishing pole. Yeah. That's kind of cool. And, of course, there's fishing in EQ, right? I want that in Landmark and or EverQuest Next. Some people probably don't care about it, but fishing is just straight up fun. It's such a great little respite when we would meditate and stuff like that. I don't think I have a pole on me. Alright, so here's a neat little hut of some sort. Some more hammocks and whatnot. Visited by a Kerran bull gorilla. All right, guys. So just kind of a neat little quick look at the old original EQ. The great EQ days. And the old gate. No, oh, it's going to take me to. Oh, it's going to take me to Kelathan. All right. Druid flashback. All the wood elves having a flashback now. You're asking me to take you to Crushbone, aren't you? Go to Crushbone. And look who it is. The banker. Such great memories here. This place would be packed full of people. Good old Kelathan. All right, guys. All the nostalgia, all the reminiscing. It's getting me choked up here. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this little Kerran village little visit.